How's it going, yo? Alright, everything looks like it is working. Cool. So, I decided that I was going to do something a little bit different today. I decided I was going to do something a little bit different today, and I wanted to do kind of like a podcast style thing. So, as y'all can tell, I like my Lego sets, so I'm going to be like kind of building one as I just kind of casually talk about life and my hobbies and love and all the things that constitute part of my life, because why not? You know, it's one thing to, do reactions, but I know sometimes people like to find out things about their reactors, maybe the dirt on them. No, I'm just kidding. But on the real though, I think there's some really cool stuff to share, especially when it comes to life and just talking the real stuff. This is what we're going to be building. That's what we're going to be building. So it's exciting. Start with a little piece here. So life. The pursuit of life that we get to have. All the little stickers. The pursuit of life that we get to have is always a journey. And I think it's always something that is worth diving into. Let's see. 3203.3. That's this one. This one is 3202.2. So number 3, number 2. This one is 3203.4, so this is the last one. But that doesn't make any sense. That's 3203.1. But this one has all the small pieces. That's what I'm trying to understand. Why does this one have all the small pieces? Let's see. Let me try to move my mic or move my thing around just a tad, so that way y'all can see what it is that I'm doing over here. I don't want you to look at me. I want you to look at... Oh, I guess that's fine. So, life. Life is one of those things that's like ever-changing. You think about all of the things, all of the facets of life. The hobbies that you have, the things that make you who you are. It's exciting. Especially when you are able to take a kind of a step back and just see the reality of the way that life is. And sometimes I like to just relax and just do a little bit of nothing. Kind of makes it fun. Kinda. Especially when you thoroughly enjoy what it is that you're doing. And of course, I like to make things very difficult on myself, so I'm deciding to get all of these kind of in a pile. Because then you can really see where you're at, and that's how my brain works. That is how my brain works. And so we're looking at this little baby step here. I need a 6 block. Got a 6 block right here. I need this guy. Let's see. That guy, and that looks like this guy right here. Yep. Oh, and there's 2 of them. We need 2 of these guys. But you think about like the life that you have, the life that you lead, and sometimes it makes you wonder, at least it makes me wonder, what's next? What's next in this dark world where we are living? Cool. There's that. We need another 6 piece. We've got this guy here. Got that guy there. Cool. Dope. Alright. And then we have 2 of the little baby guys. The little baby guys. The little ones that are just a single circle like this. Now, why do I like building these things? In my brain, I get so bogged down with like the day-to-day in and out of life where my brain is super analytical, super, you know, caught up in all of the things that persist of life, such as looking at screens all day. I'm a data analysis guy, so I look at data and I'm like, all right, here's the probability of, you know, X, Y, and Z, but then it's like, it can be a lot sometimes just because it's a lot of mental work. And I love, 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 love my job. And I get the opportunity to be able to actually say that it's something that I love to do. And it refreshes me every time I get to do it. And every once in a while, I like to take the day off too. Hey, Amy. Speaking of family, the awesomeness of my family life. My wife is incredibly beautiful and amazing. And if anybody's not subscribed to her channel, you should go get subscribed. Amykins forever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever, ever. Forever, ever, ever. I think that was a rap song. Part of a rap song that I tried to do but failed miserably at. Forever, forever, ever. Forever, ever, ever. Yeah, my wife is super amazing. Shh, don't tell her. Don't tell her. Let's see. My wife is very, very amazing. And, you know, my wife, she oftentimes comes into my office and is like, whoa, what's with all the Legos, yo? What's with all the Lego? And then as she's starting to finish off that sentence, she says, ow, because she steps on one. I'm just kidding. My office is it's definitely an interesting office. I don't think many grown men would have an office like like what I would have. Seriously, what? Seriously, what? Alright. Okay. There are other pieces I'm looking for. See, that's like the challenge of pouring all the pieces out at the same time. I'm going to separate these a little bit. I'm going to get these bigger pieces over here. So that way I know where all the bigger pieces are. And then I'm just left with the little pieces that... Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever, ever. Alright. I don't know why I got that stuck in my head. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever, ever. But I do. I got it stuck in my head. It's in my head. It's all in my head. Alright. That was my rendition of, like, I think it's the Cranberries, Zombie. It's in your head. In your head. Zombie. Yeah. I don't sing. I'm not quitting my day job. Don't worry. That was mainly for my wife. I won't be quitting my day job to go try to sing. The only thing I would amuse is alley cats, because they would think it's a mating call of some kind. All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. So, life and love and the pursuit of happiness and all of that stuff. Ask me questions. Ask me them questions. Get to know me. Get to know me, yo. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, bum, bum, bum. Alright. Got that guy there. That guy there. This guy here. This guy here. Alright. Yeah, so we are building this little guy here. And when I say little guy, I mean it's like the size of my palm. This is one of my hobbies. This is what I like to do in my spare time. And this is something that gets me out of the day-to-day mental work mode, where I can actually escape from life for a moment, even though some people look at this and be like, why would you want to get off work to just go back to work? And I'm just like, well, I enjoy it. So that's kind of where it's at. Alright. And then what we are building, for just people who are tuning in. Oh, that's upside down. We are building this guy. This is what we are building. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Alright. We're almost done with this first page. Let's see what we got here. So now it looks like it's going to have me kind of build some stuff that's not attached to it. So we've got an 8-piece. We've got this guy here. Let's get that connected. Let's get that going, yo. Let's get that going, yo. Alright. And then, man, this is it's being stubborn. There we go. That was being slightly stubborn. This guy goes here. This guy goes here. This guy goes here. And this guy goes here. So we got like it's like a side panel or something. I guess we'll find out as we flip to the other side. Alright. Yeah, it looks like a side panel of some sort. Because now we've got some other stuff that we're attaching to it. So we've got it this way. And then we're going to start attaching stuff like so. Dope. Do-do, 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 boom, 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 ba-dum, 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 do-do, 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 do-do. All right, so we are putting that there. Yeah, this set definitely has to be like a little side, like a side piece or something. That's gotta be what this is. Gotta be what this is. Where'd my wife go? My wife was in here a minute ago. Oh, I just rhymed. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Alright, there we go. There we go. And see, we've got like a side panel now. Got the side panel. Alright, and then, let's see. Looks like we're making another one for the other side. We're gonna make another one for the other side. Take me to the other side. Da, 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 da. Take me to the other side. Alright. Alright, we are vibing here. Getting her done. I'm talking about the Legos here. Talking about the Legos. We are working on the Legos. We are working on the Legos. The Legos. The Legos. Let's see. We got that guy. Ask me questions, yo. Let's talk. Just because I'm building Legos don't mean we can talk. Make sure you're signed in. That way you can comment. Yeah. We are building some Legos, yo. Legos. Alright. We are building some Legos, yo. We're building the Legos, man. Alright. Well, they're kind of Legos. They're halfway. They're halfway Legos. They're Hagos. Hagos. Legos. Legos. So now we got the undercarriage, the chassis part that's kind of like continuing to be built, and so that's pretty cool. Alright. What's next? We got one of these bigger guys. And it looks like it's going to be on this side. There's that. We got the 6. There we go. And then we got this guy here. This guy is going right here. Awesome. And then we've got a couple things that line up right here. I am building this guy right here. I'm building another car. Like, I need more cars, but I'm building another car. I am building another car. Because, like, I need more cars. I have so many cars that are built by Legos in my office. It's like, why do you need another car? I don't, but I have this thing where it's like, if I build enough cars, I just might actually get more cars. That's a joke, babe. I don't need more cars. I need just the one. I can only drive one at a time. But on the real though, yeah, I am passing subtle hints. I am passing subtle hints. A wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Let's get a new car. But hey, you know, on the flip side though, oh yeah, build you a new house. Okay, yeah, okay. Let's just say there's a reason that you have the REM stage of sleep. That's because that's where your dreams are. That's gonna end up being something that you dream, and it stays a dream. That was good though. That was good. That was really good. If only it worked that way, right? If only it worked, like, really, like, babe, build me a mansion. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I wish it worked that way, but you know, I don't have that kind of, I'm gonna say, buying power, building power. I don't know how you would describe that type of power. I got that power. Ding 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 ding. Ding, ding, I got that power. Ding, 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 ding. That Justin Bieber song, I got that power. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, I'm done with the power. All right. Yeah, we're gonna continue building this car. So guys can kind of see that it's starting to form up a little bit. And we've got 2 of these guys. What's interesting is that these are windows in Lego sets. These are windows, and yet they have these inside of this guy. And I think I need to turn this around. Yeah, to turn that around. And they have these right here inside the car. They're windows. It's a window into the car. Oh, so we got one question. What does a meaningful life look like to you? Well, meaningful is subjective to the person. And so I think that my whatever my answer is going to be is probably going to be different than yours. It will probably be different than another reactor's, and will probably be different than, another person's. But meaningful to me, I mean, like, I feel like the meaningfulness of life is... That's a hard question. That's actually a really difficult question. Why you gotta ask me the hard questions? Just kidding. No, on the real though, meaningfulness, I mean, everybody wants to be seen, everybody wants to be loved, everybody wants to have their voice heard, and everybody wants to feel like they matter. And I think that, to me, a meaningful life reflects those things. And so if you're, if someone's not currently living a meaningful life where, in my opinion, that it's one that includes being heard, being seen, being valued, being ultimately loved. If someone's not in a position for that, if they take a step back and kind of like look at like what their life is currently, and knowing that they're the only ones that have the power to change that, I mean, it's... I wouldn't be able to change it for them. No, their neighbor won't be able to change it for them. They're the only ones that live with that subjective reality that they live with, and so because of that, I would say that for me, it's definitely being loved, being seen, being valued, and when I don't have those things, it tends to make it to where I feel like I'm inadequate in life, and so that's, to me, like I know it's a really deep answer, but that's what a meaningful life to me looks like. One where it's like you're seen, you're heard, you're valued, but also like, are you in a position where you could affect change and positively influence, the trajectory of somebody else's life by just being kind or simply showing the same love that other people get to show you? So it's kind of like, it goes way deeper than just, it's meaningful for me because at the end of the day, meaningful for you actually makes everybody else's life more meaningful, because that person who feels like their life is worth something will go out and help other people in the life that they have. And it's kind of like, yeah, that would be, I would say that's my answer. It's a long, complicated answer, but it's a real one. It's one that's like, not really any sugarcoating on that one. It's just, everybody wants to feel like the things that they say and do, they count for something. And for me, I would want to say that if I went through a hard time, I would want to know that it was worth the while for going through that hard time if it meant somebody else's life was forever changed because of it. So it's like, but then again, that's it sounds deeper than it really is, but and then another question: what is your most random hobby or weirdest interest? Well, I'm an adult that's playing with Legos, so there's that. I would say that I'm kind of a workaholic, and so I like to go drive, and I like to know that my driving makes me money. And that's kind of like, then it pays for my gas, it pays for the wear and tear on my car, it pays for everything, and then it's like, okay, cool, I think I can go home and feel accomplished, and that to me is a hobby. Yeah, that's a complicated one though, because some people would say that that's just a job in and of itself, but you know what they say, if you enjoy your job, it's not really a job. You know, it could end up turning into a career. So there's that. Yeah. And then got another one. What's something people would be surprised to know about you? I think people would be surprised to know that I am a giant Power Rangers nerd. I mean, I grew up in the 90s and I watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I actually was going to show you guys this later. But I went to the thrift store today. You know what I found? Let me show you what I found. Dun, da, da, da. Psh. Yeah, so I found this at the thrift store today, and I was like, 99 cents? Bet. Bet. This is going right behind me, so that way when people see me on live, they see my friend too, and he's going to say, hi. Well, I'm kind of a nerd overall, and so it's kind of like, yeah. I'm a lover of God. I am a nerd for, you know, some stuff that, you know, you grow up in within the 90s. I like things like Beetleborgs. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that TV show or movie, because it also is a movie. I am absolutely enthralled with historical documentaries. I love learning about things like the Civil War, the Holocaust, and even when I'm working, I'll sit and I'll actually listen to, I'll just listen to for fun things about on like history channels and things like that, just because it really interests me. It piques my interest. It makes me think, okay, well, if this is true, then what else is there out there, you know? So that would be what I would say really piques my interest. And I think I did this wrong. Let's see, did I do this wrong? No, I don't think so. No, I didn't. Let's see. The next question. What's your most embarrassing moment that still haunts you? Why? Why are we asking this? Is it gonna continue to haunt me at my own house? I'm just kidding. That's a hard one because it's like there's been so many. I'd say things that haunt me. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if I have an answer for that one. Just because it's like that's such a deep question. I know what haunts you, Amy, who's asking me this question. Because every time Halloween comes around, I have to relive it. But that's kind of like a given. Trying to make sure I did this right. Because for whatever reason, it's not fitting. It ain't fitting. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I did that right. And that's there. That's there. That's there. That's there. And then I put it there. Okay. That's there. That's there. That's there. Yeah, so that should fit like perfectly. Oh, that's so weird. I wonder if I snap it down, then it might fit. Let's see. Oh yeah, all I had to do was actually push the Legos down, and I would have figured out that it would have fit without even like having to think about it. All right, next question. That's an embarrassing one right there. Um, if you had a theme song that played when you entered the room, what would it be? Oh, jeez. Um, you are my fire, the one desire. Believe when I say I want it that way. And the reason why that song is because when I was younger and I can actually carry a tune, I could sing that song really well. And I would totally sing and dance along to it if it were to be that I could actually carry a tune still, which I really struggle to. Ever since I got sick and ended up with pneumonia, my vocals have just not been the same. And I know that sometimes it's like, oh, you just couldn't sing beforehand. No, I could sing. I was always like a half step below, but I could still sing. I could carry a tune. But it's like I can't carry a tune now, and it's weird. It's weird how illness does that to you. But I would do that because I would want to play into my own life and have fun, and like that's always like something that excites me about life is I get to have fun. Let's see. My wife's probably sitting here going, yeah, right, you can't carry a tune. I've heard you sing. I've heard you sing. If a dying cat didn't live in an alley, he'd find its home with you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think she would be that cruel to me. But I really I struggle to carry a tune. So there's that. But I can always live vicariously in the past, And sometimes living vicariously helps my wife not get in hot water. But that's okay. All right. Next question. Would you rather time travel to the past or the future? Oh my gosh. Well, I've always said that if I could do like high school or junior high over again, I would stand up to the bullies that hurt me. But I at the same time I don't know if I would want to approach that because there's been so many good things that have happened as a result of me being bullied and beaten up, and I'm not saying that it's a good thing that stuff ever happened, because it's not. Nobody should ever have to experience the type of torture that I did at the hands of other school kids. But at the same time, it's kind of like, I really appreciate the fact that I got the opportunity to be able to, as an adult, help other people that need help, and that it's not something that I take for granted, because I've been there and I've been through it and I survived, even when people told me that I couldn't. And so I wouldn't travel to the past for that reason, but I don't know if I would want to travel to the future, because I may not want to come back. And that's just being like super real. I don't think I'd want to come back if I was in the future. And that's not a reference to the DeLorean. I just literally like that Back to the Future thing. I just literally don't think that I would ever want to come back if I traveled to the future. Um, and so I don't even want to give that a thought because I don't think I would want to come back. I would miss my wife, but I would hope that I would be 20 years in the future for various reasons, but that's where I'm going to leave that one. So I'll leave that one there. Let's see. Zombie apocalypse. What's your role on the team? Ooh. So I have a question for you, a follow-up question for you about this so-called zombie apocalypse that's supposed to happen. My role, is it going to determine whether or not you take me with you? Or is it something that is completely outside of like us? And I say us because this is my wife I'm asking. Yeah, okay. Zombie apocalypse. Zombie apocalypse. The question I had for her was, is my role going to be something that limits whether or not you're going to take me with you? And her answer is maybe. So if I'm dead weight, that's probably where the other side of the maybe is coming from. No, I'd probably be the special ops guy who is, okay, so here's a fun fact about me. Here's a really fun fact. Amy, you probably also don't even know this one about me. But and maybe this counts, maybe it doesn't. But you know how on cell phone games they have things like PUBG and Fortnite and things along those lines, and Call of Duty and things like that. Well, I'm usually the MVP, and when I'm not the MVP, I come in close, first or second, because I'm actually really good at first-person shooter games. And so it's kind of like, I think I'd be fine. She says, you're not special ops. You're going to be zombie food. Not with you around. You're going to protect me. You're going to protect me like you normally do. I'm just kidding. No. Most likely, if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, I would probably die. Just to be perfectly blunt. I don't think I'd want to be around to see my friends eaten. I'd rather just opt out. Personally, I'd find a way to opt out because I don't know if I could survive, and I wouldn't want. Well, I would say I wouldn't want the rest of the team to die, but at the same time, like I'd be dead, so I don't think I would have much of a say. That's just bluntness right there. I'm definitely not your military guy type person. I am definitely very soft when it comes to things like that. And I know that about myself, and that's the difference between me and other guys. I know that I am a wuss, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Okay. All right, the next question. I can only listen to one artist for the rest of my life. Who is it? Oh, man. Why you gotta ask me the hardest question of the night? Out of all these questions you've asked me, this one's gotta be definitely the hardest. Who can I listen to? All right. Well, considering you're a music artist, I have to ask this question. Does it have to be somebody who will continue to keep me from sleeping on the couch every night, or is it something that I can actually answer truthfully? That would be that would be the bigger question that would get the where the answer would depend. I'm only asking because like you've got such a like a wide range of music, but I have some songs that I really like listening to, it's not that I don't want to listen to your songs. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. No, I'll tell you. I mean, the other day when we left an Indian restaurant. I was blasting, and I was by myself. I was blasting, "Who would Jesus punch? No need to burn it all down." So I mean, I do listen to your music all the time. I listened to Enter In. That was the original song that really like captured my heart. I listened to, I listened to your Sugar Tits music. I listened to Pain. I listen to all of it because I do love you and I do like value the things that you've done in your life, and I just have it's hard for me to answer the question of only one artist for the rest of my life, because it's like, if it's the rest of my life, that's the rest of my life. Like, you know but it's not anything that you gotta be like sad about. I don't want you to be sad. That's not, it's not what I want. Yeah, it make me feel bad. It made me feel bad now. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. That's like I will tell you, that is like the most and I mean this with all the love in my heart. That's like the most manipulative way to to be like, "Hey, you like my music? Yes or no?" I mean that with all the goodness of my heart. Oh my goodness. That's funny. That is so funny. I'm laughing, just so you know. So it's not like I actually think you're being manipulative. Or do I? Just kidding. Just kidding. We're getting there. We got a little door now. We got a little door now. We're getting there. I did not know that this was going to take me so long on a video to build this thing, but it's been fun, talking and building. It doesn't help that I mixed all the pieces together. That kind of makes it harder. Okay. Have a good one, Amy. Ouch. I'm missing pieces? I think I'm missing pieces, yo. I think I am missing pieces. How am I missing pieces? I took everything out of the package. Everything came out of the package. Everything came out of the package. I'm looking for the piece that goes to this. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Alright. We got that guy. Alright. So, let's see. We are almost done building this, though. And after we get done building this, I'll probably hop off. I will probably hop off. Either that, or I'll go live again and probably do a reaction to like Mission Sold or something like that. 'Cause why the heck not? 'Cause why the heck not? Alright. Let's see. Let's see. We got this guy here. going to get this guy here. Yep, there we go. Okay. All right. And we got this guy here. Boom. Boom. All right. And then boom, 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 boom. Okay. And there we go. All right. And then we're almost done here. We are going to make sure that this looks like it's doing good. Cool. Now we got 2 doors. Okay. We got them 2 doors. Alright. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. Alright. Look at this. And this one goes there. This one always makes me weirded out that they choose, out of all the colors they could possibly use, they choose orange to have their chairs or their seats inside the actual cabin of the car. I'm not sure if it's like a, if it's like one of those situations where they are, you know, trying to save money on cost, or if they're trying to make it very evident that that's what that particular piece is for. It'd be really interesting to know that for sure. Alright, there's that. We got these guys. Be very interesting to know that for sure. Same with this. It's very interesting that they would choose, like, it's like these are the front and the back seats, you know. It's just very interesting to me. Very interesting to me. Oh, that is really weird. Okay, so they want, let's see, they want these guys here to go like this, and then they want this guy to go right here. So weird. Very, very weird. But hey, you know what? That is okay. Sometimes that is all. That is, you know, Legamos. Legamos. Lego my egos. Okay. Alright. Let's do this one here. Okay. Okay. That part is done. Let me get some of these tires ready to go so I can get the pieces out of here. Because these tires, like getting them out of the way, takes up like, look at that. It already looks like I have less Legos in front of me. All it took was a couple of these guys getting out of the way. And of course, we can't forget the wheels. Cannot forget the wheels. The wheels gotta look good. The wheels got to look professional. Final one. There's 5 wheels, I'm assuming, because there's gonna be a spare on the back. Alright, and then we got these 2 guys here. We're getting down to the wire. We probably have maybe 100 pieces left, and that's it. it's kind of actually sad if you think about it. It's like, I don't want this time to end. Alright, let's see. Oh, oops, I did that wrong. I did that wrong. Alright, let's use this. I'm gonna use my knife off screen so that way it's not on screen and it doesn't get flagged for violence against a Lego. You know, knowing my luck, me using my knife to separate these two Legos would end up getting me like some sort of like strike or something. All right, let's see. So there's that, there's that, there's this, and that. Okay. Boom. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing to this other side, because this other side needs some love too, yo. The other side of the great white light. Alright. Let's see. We're almost done, guys. So, here we go. We're getting there. We are so getting there. Let's take care of these guys here. Okay. Alright, let's see. We got this guy here. Came off. That came off. No bueno. No bueno. Okay. Let's try that again. Oh, dang it. Came off again. Alright. Let's see. We don't have too many more Legos. I have about 80 Legos left. If that. That's exciting. It's exciting. It's exciting. Okay. Alright, there's that. And then we got the 8. This one that goes across. Oh, I knew I was forgetting one. There we go. This guy goes right here. Perfect. Now, it opens up. Cool. Alright, next page. We are getting there. We are almost done. Let's see. Let us see, yo. Alright, we are gonna go up in here. Alright, we are going to let's see. So we got the 6-piece. We got that. I'm going to do that right there. We've got another 4 right here. Okay. We've got another 4 right here. There's that. This one is going to go right here. Dope. Okay. And then we've got the 4 right here. Let's see. And then we've got these 2. You know, one of the things that I always envisioned for my life when I was a kid was just being able to like thoroughly enjoy my life. I remember not knowing what it is that I was going to be doing for a living and not being able to pick either. And sometimes the most frustrating things end up being the most amazing things. And like, I remember I told myself, you know, by the time I'm 25, I'm going to have graduated school, like, you know, 6 times, and I'm going to have all these different degrees. And I was like, as I turned 25, I was reminded about all of these little baby goals that I had by my own subconscious. And it was like, nope, that's not where you ended up. But what ended up happening was I have graduated college on a multiple occasions. And my goal now is to get a PhD. And that's kind of where I'm headed in life. PhD. And some people are like, well, why would you, you know, want to go to school when what you're going to school for isn't going to like really help you in your career? But that's just it. There are some things that are bigger than money. There are some things that mean more to certain people than money. And for me, the sense of accomplishment has always been one of those things that I've fought for and I've wanted and I've strived for my entire life. And those things don't come easy to some people. Sometimes they actually take a really long time for people to even have enough courage to pursue the things that other people say that they're not capable of pursuing. And that's kind of my story a little bit. Is that there were many times where people have counted me as already have failed when they haven't even had an opportunity to see me rise from the ashes before calling me a complete and utter failure. And I'm okay with their thought process of, you know, me being a failure, because I know the truth, and the truth is that I'm not. The truth is that I'm very much a success, and I'm very much one of those people who tries to encourage other people because of the things that I've gone through in my own life. And it's like, to me, it's worth it. It's worth it to pursue the things that at one point other people told me I wasn't going to be able to do. It's also worth it to be able to remember the conversations that I've had with family or other people in life and be like, hey, you know, this was a reality for me. It could be a reality for you too. And so it becomes a method of encouragement rather than shame or condemnation for not finishing it, what exactly it is that I was trying to do in my life. It's different. And it hits different. It's one of those things that's just like, it's an opportunity. Really, it's an opportunity to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel and be able to encourage other people to pursue the same light that you're seeing in your own life. And it definitely makes a difference. when the push comes to shove and when the dust settles, it makes a difference. It helps rather than hurts, and makes it seem like things aren't so bad. It makes it seem like the things that you go through are 100% worth it. They're worth the struggle, they're worth the pains, they're worth the aches, they're worth all of it. Especially when you know that it was a deeper reason why you went through the things that you went through. So for me, it's kind of like, it's just an encouragement to me every day to continue pursuing a path that other people say I wasn't capable of completing, where people counted those things as losses before they even got an opportunity to be started. So it's kind of like, it's refreshing to me to be able to see the things that have happened and reflect on them in a way that doesn't break myself down, but actually like builds myself back up in a way. It's encouraging, and I truly am grateful for the opportunities that I've been able to have with people in my life, and whether it's past, present, or opportunities to be a part of something bigger down the line. It's still an opportunity. It's something I get really excited about. Especially when you think about the amount of people whose lives could be shaped and impacted by the things that you do. So that's what I think I'm looking forward to the most out of everything. I've already had so many things happen in my life. What's next? It makes me wonder all these things in a really good way. It's never a bad thing. It's just it always makes me wonder. Always makes me wonder. Let's see. My dog just went. My dog just made a oinking noise that was so cute. Oh, that was great. That was so great. I love my little guy. He's such an amazing puppy. And yeah, he's older, but you know what? He's always going to be my puppy. Look at that. I'm starting to see the front of the Jeep now. My dog is always going to be my puppy. He's going to be my forever puppy. Get it? My forever puppy? Yeah, there you go. I just caught on to what I said myself. My forever puppy. Alright, that's probably on the top. We are getting there, guys. Look at this. There's not much left now. Let's get some of these bigger pieces out so I can see what I've got here. I know these are going to be going on the back. So I'm going to pull these out. Put those over there. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna start working on this. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna start working on this, because then I can wrap this one up. Alright. There's that. And this guy is going to go in the back. There's that. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put this guy in the front. I still have to make one more light for the front, but that's okay. It will come over time. I'm kind of, there's some steps that I am skipping. It's only because I'm trying to get some of the bigger pieces out of the way. Let's see. I guess you can say I'm a rule breaker, huh? Alright. Let's see. I guess you could say I'm a rule breaker. A rule breaker, yo. No, I'm not really that much of a rule breaker. I'm too nice to be a rule breaker. I know that might sound hard to believe, but it's the truth. Alright, let's see. I feel like I'm missing a couple pieces. Did they fly away? Did they fly under stuff? Okay, I don't see them. Oh, nope, they're right here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see. These are just going to be the regular ones. Alright. Alright, we are going to be finishing this up very soon. Very, very, very soon. And we're like almost there. We got like however many pieces this is left. Alright, let's see. Let's start working on this other light though, yeah, let's start working on the other light. Because once the other light is out of the way, it's kind of like everything will go by really fast. And so this guy right here, we need that guy. So what I like about like doing these little like tedious work stuff is that that's 3 pieces just right here. And then 4 pieces. 5 pieces. 6 pieces. 7. 8. Let's see. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. And 13. So this little thing right here is 13 Legos. And it's like, it goes so fast with like trying to like put this together. Just like, I went from having like 50 Legos to like 30 something Legos. Well, there's still probably about 40 here, but you know what I mean. Alright, and so that does that, and then we have this guy right here. And I like these guys because these guys like help straighten out the Legos that are kind of like not bent, but they're definitely like got a little bit of a curvature there. So it makes it kind of like, it straightens up their little soldier. That's basically what it does. It's kind of cool. Alright, and then that guy right there. Okay. There's that. There's this. Okay. This and this. Let's get this turned around. We're almost there. Okay, this guy and this guy. Alright. Let's see. Alright, we're getting there, guys. We are almost there. This guy, this guy. That's one. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. And then this guy has oh, okay. Well, I messed that one up. Alright, that's that right there. That's actually 4 pieces. There's that one. Okay. And then this guy has this little one right here. Which is weird because it's just like an empty little nest there area now. And then 1 and 2. There's that. And then this is gonna, looks like it become the window. So that's cool. And then this guy right here. And oh, I did that wrong. I gotta use my handy dandy thingy again. The thing that I don't want to be displayed on the screen. Just because I don't want YouTube to flag it as being something that I shouldn't have on display. I mean, my luck, that would be the very thing that ends up happening. I'd get flagged over something like jeez, I am dropping Legos everywhere now. Things are coming off my car like nobody's business. There we go. Okay. Now I gotta pick up the things that fell. One of the headlights fell, and these 2 pieces fell. So I gotta pick those up. But I'll pick them up in just a minute. Put that one on. See? Now it's like starting to look like an actual car now. It's starting to look like a car now. And of course, I found this, but I'll have to get the headlight later. It fell under my desk, so I will have to get that one a little bit later. I don't want to move my desk right now. Or get up, I should say. Alright, there you go. That's better. That actually looks a heck of a lot better. Okay. Well, that's what the side of it looks like already. And then we got this other side that we're gonna do right now. Okay. There's that. We are getting so close. We've probably got maybe 25-ish Legos left. Okay, and then we got sticker. I'll put these stickers on in a little bit. Alright. Pick that up. Alright, this guy is going to go right here. That's why it was missing that piece. Cool. And then this guy is going to go right here, kind of holding the back together. This guy is going to go right here. And this guy right here. And so now we're starting to see kind of a more clear picture of this vehicle. This one right here. This one right here. Alright. So we're starting to get like this really good picture. I'm gonna go ahead and put the tires on. Even though we're not done, I'm gonna put the tires on. At least the 4 that I can put on. So that way it looks more complete. This last tire though is one that I'm pretty sure is going to be something that is kind of like a spare type of situation. So you can kind of see like the formation of the car, and you can see that I lost my other headlight. It fell down there, so we're gonna look at it from that angle. But it's already like looking like a car. All right. Alright, now we're gonna build, like, it looks like we're building like some sort of like top, or yeah, we're building something. Building something else. Alright, so there's that. There's that. There's that. There's this. Put this guy on right here, and then this guy is going to go on top to kind of prevent it from falling apart. And here we go. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. Alright, and then, so we've got this little, like, top thing. And then we're going to use this guy. And we're going to start building this little thing right here to go off of the edge. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm here by a moment with you. I'm on the edge. Okay. Yep, and there's that. Oh, it goes the other way. I thought this would have went the same way, but it doesn't go the same way. It's going a different way. So this guy goes right here. This guy right there. I'm pretty confident that this is a situation where it's like I am it's making kind of like a what do you call it? It's like layering almost. That's what it kind of feels like it is happening right now. There we go, and that one. So it's like, yeah, whatever this thing is. Alright. And we're like getting there. We're getting there. Okay, this is the bumper. This is the back bumper. So, back bumper, and I don't want to put this on backwards, but alright, it's like that. Okay. There we go. And then this way, it's like, flip it over. Okay. So I'm flipping it over. Alright, and then it's like this. There we go. I think. Let's make this a little easier to see with the light. Okay, there we go. And that's like a perfect fit, too. That's wild. That's wild. See? It's like a perfect fit. It's wild. Okay. And I'm like, look at that. We're so like close to being done. It's wild. Alright. So this guy and this guy, it's going to extend like this. And this guy is going to be kind of crossing over onto this guy. Kind of crossing over a little bit. And so we're going to put 4 and then 3. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then this one is what? Oh, I did that wrong. Alright, so we're going to take this off. While that's still kind of holding it together, it goes out one more. See what I did? See what I did wrong? This goes out and on the side. That's what I did wrong. These instruction books are always so small. It's always so difficult to determine where exactly something goes. Okay, and then this goes right here. That makes more sense since it's only, you know, 3 wide, and it asked me to put, oh, and I'm putting it on the wrong side. Look at that. Okay. I guess it really didn't matter which side I put it on because it was like the same on both sides, but for, you know, argument's sake, I want to just keep it level. Alright. And so, this guy, looks like we're building the top now. And this is like that, like that, and like that. So we are going to be finishing up this here now. We're almost there. We're almost there. Alright. So cool. This is so cool. Alright. And this right here goes here. This goes here. This goes here. And this one goes here. Alright, this is cool. This is like super, super, super cool. I'm actually like really digging the way that this is looking. This is the top of the vehicle. But this is really cool. Alright, let's see. So this one right here, and this one. We're gonna do this, and for the finale, we are going to do this. Okay. And then it looks like there are claws that are going to be connecting to this. This will go here. Dude, that is so cool. Alright, let's see. Alright, this is not quite done yet, so I don't want to break that. I'm going to put that down there. And this guy goes on the back. So let's put this guy on the back. That's cool. And we are like pretty much there already. Alright, this goes here. And this one goes here. This goes here. And this goes here. This goes here. And this one goes here. Cool. This one goes here. This one goes here. Cool. Dope. Awesome. And then this goes here. Alright, let's try to get this on there without like breaking it, yeah. Okay. Everything pretty much just snaps into place at this point. Everything pretty much just fits. Of course, sometimes it's like you gotta manhandle it, but it's like perfect. Alright. Oh, jeez. I'm breaking stuff. Alright, there we go. There we go. There we go. Cool. Oops. I don't think the wheel's supposed to fall off. I think that's something that should be there. Okay. And there we go. We got our cruiser. Yeah, it's all done now. Now I gotta pick up the piece that I dropped, but I'll show you the side that actually has the complete. Doom 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 doom. I love it. I love it. But anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me know if you're interested in these kinds of videos again, and we'll talk soon. Take care.